right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence.
I miss not having a dome.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals.
Let's go, Sir Thunderbird. Let's go, Sir Thunderbird. Let's get it, Sir Thunderbird. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. 99 defense. Let's see how it goes. Let's get it. Let's freaking get it, bro. Come on. We can't take this team lightly, bro. Let's go, bro. Let's freaking go, bro. Let's freaking go, bro. Fuck you, bro. Not finna happen today.
It's a gain of 11 and a
I will go 4-3 on you. I don't care. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go, bro.
Could be a long night.
Come on, I want it. I want it.
As we're seeing so far,
thank you, Darius Leonard.
And you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling defensive front linebackers.
Every single play, just fucking hit him. Even if you don't have the ball, just fucking hit him. Oh, come on, that's what we were missing last week. That's why we let them bitch-ass Niners beat us, because y'all wasn't hitting nobody. This week we're going against a 0-4 team, so we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back with a vengeance, bro. Cause vengeance is a bitch. Let's go, let's go. No, nobody is open because we are there. We are there, bro. We're freaking there, bro. You're not there. I'm freaking there, bro.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside.
I'm still freaking there. That was bullshit.
Convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Let's go, Papa.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
I am there,
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'm freaking there, bro. I'm freaking there. I'm freaking there. Let's go.
The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases.
You think you're slick? Guess what? I'm trying to pick it.
2nd and 3. Flush to his right. He finds his running back, Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
I'm freaking there, bro. I am freaking there, bro. What are you doing, bro? I'm there. I'm not fucking with you. Like you're fucking
how
there.
much they practice not fumbling.
Fucking there. How dare you come with an 0-4 team and try to beat me at home?
Yet they are
What the fuck is he doing?
And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Nah, we're pushing
down,
it.
Not before he works it past the 50.
Alright.
Now
Still
we're going to get a
pushing it.
stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes
Let's go. Let's spread that defense out. Come on.
Now Scott. And brought down.
He's going to have a big game. He's going to have a big game. You're not stopping. I'm going to force feed him. That's cool. Guess what?
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he's got about
I'm
5
still
yards
freaking
as he's
there,
taken
bro.
down right at the 25.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
2nd and 5. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game.
Come on.
A good portion of
Let's
it was
get it,
trying to
bro.
prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of
I'm
times
going to run it on you. I'm going to pass it on you. freaking tough, bro. I'm freaking tough. See, I'm losing viewers because they already know it's going to be a blowout.
That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
If you know, you know. If you know, yo, that's what my defense is for. We hurting running backs for days, bro, for days.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he
Tag
goes.
team, bro. Tag team. Tufalili. He is back. See, he had a quiet ass game last week. But guess what? Tufalili is back, bro. He is back. Tufalili is back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go.
We are there. Nolan Smith. See, Mixon has a shoulder tear. Because we're there.
They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be
because we're freaking there. That blitz is crazy. Come on, let's go. Let's take this.
Guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Come on, we're there, bro.
Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard
Let's
return.
go, baby. We not playing games. We got embarrassed last week. Guess what? We finna embarrass y'all niggas this week. You know why? Because fuck y'all.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone.
Get that shitty linebacker off me, bro. Get that shitty linebacker off of me.
On the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
See, now he ain't going to be running with now the Mixon's gone. Yeah, that's cool. I got something for you. Got something for you. For you. Got something for you.
Let's go. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
Yo, Rock y'all sin. Catch that shit.
Script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0.
We're there, Papa.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7.
Yo, my defense is going after that quarterback, bro.
And this should be the final play before the quarter
Get the fuck back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play.
Oh, they got Sam Adams.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch him run it again.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and
Darius Leonard. I'm blitzing him. You know why? Because he can't stop the blitz. If he can't stop the blitz, then fuck off.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man.
We're there. You got 1 yard off that. You might as well have taken the screen.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yo, he can't hold me.
That time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
They can't hold me, homie.
A couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Check.
They'll run with Scott. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Thank you. See, I need a game like this.
From 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
I really
back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
I so need a game. Oh my!
Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
These injuries are bugging, bro.
After that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Guess what? Even though I don't got Boston Scott, doesn't mean I'm not going to run it on you dipshit ass. You're coming out and like a... I'm still running it. Stop me.
First down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground.
Stop me. You can't stop me. Stop me.
As they move it from the 20 to the 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll drop the throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space
just
because there's not enough space for receivers to run for.
Back to throw here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receiver.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darius Leonard bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Really made me wait all this time just for me to bust your ass.
Number 3.
It's a shame.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Oh, all right. That's a bounty.
38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and
he's
it's a first
intentionally
down.
doing this shit.
They'll look to throw.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown! Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Turn it up. Kill, turn it up. He's coming.
Pilot, 64, win. Ready.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Over the middle complete. That's Brooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Five.
So Mike number one. You're not ready.
61.
2nd and 11. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know. Yeah,
I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink.
This is caught inside the 15. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw here. Funches has it complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Devin Funches. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He had just waited.
Check it back. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
218, chopper.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
I knew that shit was coming.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Escaping. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. It's caught by Funchess. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of it.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home